Liverpool are one of 8 Premier League teams with a trial for rail seating this season. So we're currently in the Kop here, where there's going to be 1,800 of the rail seating installed at the back sections of the Kop. There will also be eventually 6,000 rail seating seats in the lower Anfield Road stand. Now those seats, if the trial was successful, and after the completion of the Anfield Road stand, they would be removed and then replaced back into the newly renovated Anfield Road stand. What Liverpool have done, with this being quite a sensitive topic, is invited members from the Hillsborough family support groups to come and see the rail seating on the Friday prior to its first use, which will be against Athletic Club here at Anfield on Sunday. Now, for that game, there will just be the rail seating in place in the back of the Kop, so approximately 1,800 seats. Then the plan is for the whole of the lower Anfield Road to be completed in time for the first home game a fortnight later against Burnley. So that should be when you get the full experience, and obviously you'll have the away fans and the home fans experiencing rail seating in the lower Anfield Road stand. What's important to note is that it's not classed as safe standing, so it's rail seating. It's something that's been identified by the Sports Ground Safety Authority, so it's not really a Liverpool specific decision, it's authorities above that. And Liverpool are part of the clubs taking part in the trial. So we have Man United, Man City, Leeds, Tottenham have already had it inside their new stadium, and there's a couple of other clubs in London, Chelsea included. So for Liverpool fans, it will be very much the same experience when you're here. You can see right now that there's no way that it's impacted on anything else that you would normally have on a match day. The sight lines are still exactly the same. You're not obstructed in any way, shape or form. But what it adds is a little bit of a safety in that, especially if you're maybe standing up to celebrate a goal or walking through the gangways, you've actually got a barrier here in front of you rather than being unsupported. And I'm sure that plenty of you have experienced scraped knees when you're celebrating a goal, or there's people that has gone forwards, ended up in a row or two further down in the Kop especially. But these rail seating, it's a superb feature. It should massively help to prevent such incidents happening. Feel a little bit more protected. You also got the fact that if people are working behind you, they're not going to be really hitting you in the back of the head, which we've all probably experienced once or twice. So the sight lines are fantastic. The safety feels much better. Comfort probably is much better as well, actually, because you can kind of just rest your arm there, but nobody's affected. In my opinion, it feels much safer. So I think that what we're going to have is definitely positive feedback from fans eventually, and going forward, if the trial's successful, I completely see this becoming much more the norm and more clubs around the country taking up the rail seating option.